What is up, guys? Matt here, coming at you with another cheap brushless option for the SCX24. This one's going in the Lexus. So maybe you pick this thing up and you realize the slow crawl control was pretty terrible. That's this Spectrum garbage ESC that they put in there. So we're going to swap that out today. We're going to go brushless. So I was trying to find a combo that was pretty cheap, didn't require a ton of work. This is not 100% plug and play, so you're going to have a little light soldering involved on the ESC itself and actually changing this motor connector. And we'll talk about all of that in a minute. Now, you can go cheaper with this stuff if you want to pick up like this ESC as just the board and do the soldering work all yourself. Obviously, you can do that. This one right here is 15 bucks as it is. Besides, it doesn't come with motor connectors on it, so you're just bare wire here. And you don't have your battery lead on it, so just bare wire here. Besides that, everything else was done on it. So for 15 bucks, like, I'm going this way every time, right? So that's what I have here, is just another one in the package, and you can see there's no battery leads or motor connector on there. Now I'm gonna pair this with the Fat Viper because for like 27 bucks, you get this motor with the mount, pinion, Mod 5 spur gear, like everything that you need to run this motor. So for 27 bucks, the motor and this gearing and everything, I mean, it's hard to beat that. You could try to buy this gearing, it's going to cost you probably 10 bucks. So I thought that was a really good combo. Now, this is a larger brushless motor for these things. Probably, I mean, you can run them in a comp style build like this. I just prefer to go with a little smaller motor. But it'll be great for this, I think. So we're going to work on getting this installed. Now you'll see this has the normal connector that we're used to seeing for these ESCs like this, right? So we're going to have to, I'm going to just chop this off and I'm going to put bullets on this to plug straight into here. And then we're going to see how this little $15 ESC will run this motor. Now this ESC is an AM32 based ESC. You can plug this into the multi-config tool on your computer and tune it and everything. It's fully adjustable. But we're gonna just try it as it comes. So I'm gonna get started with this install. I did attempt, if you guys watch the channel, I put one of these little Ali motors in here, the 4000 kV. And honestly, you can get a very good, like, super slow crawl, but the transition is terrible. It's like just jumpy as can be. So unless you really want to undergear the transmission or undergear the axles, underdrive, undergear, whatever, underdrive is what I meant to say. It's going to be hard to use this. Okay. So I was trying to use that because it does mount straight up to the stock mount. As you can see there with that 11 tooth pinion, it actually meshes up well and everything. So if we wanted to put that in there, maybe underdrive the axles like crazy, it might work, but it's pretty glitchy. So I'm gonna try this Fat Viper in here because for 27 bucks, this motor's like 15, I think, or I can't remember on Ali. So for 12 more dollars, you're gonna get this motor with Mod 5 gears, which is better. As you can see, those are gnarlier teeth. So we're going to go this route. I think this can definitely be made to work, but I think this is going to be way better for you guys. So we're going to try this and see how it turns out. All right, guys, so we got it in here. Check it out. All installed, ready to go. Not super clean. One thing you could do before you go putting your connectors on is cut your wires shorter if you don't want to have extra wire everywhere. I don't know if this is staying in here, so I just kind of left it and soldered it up the way it was. No big deal. It doesn't really matter what it looks like under here because the body hides it, right? This motor fits well between the rails, clears the body just fine, just like it is. And as I mentioned, one of the reasons I went with this motor is just because you get the mount and everything you need. Pinion, new Mod 5 gearing, which is much better in the kit. You know, it's all included, so you don't have to go finding that stuff. Only thing you will need is your own transmitter and receiver. Something like these work well. They're on sale for like 35 bucks right now, I think. I just connected it to my radio link because I had an extra receiver around. So for 15 bucks, this little ESC, I'm telling you, hard to beat. So like me, I actually have a lot of trucks sitting around with no ESC in them, because when I go to build a new build, I can't always afford to buy a $70 or $80 ESC, you know, for every build that I do, because I'm doing so many different builds just like this. So a lot of times I'll just rob one, throw it in another. I'm going to be replacing all of those ESCs with this, because I'm always shorthanded on ESCs, and now I can get them for 15 bucks. And look at this. A little bit of stutter right there. You get that little bit of shake. I kind of get that with most of the AM32 ESCs, but this hasn't been programmed at all, hasn't been connected, adjusted, nothing. Straight out of the pack, soldered it up, tossed it in here with this motor. That's smooth. So I can go from basically as slow as I want to be. Slowly ramp it up. About as smooth as I can be with my finger, my throttle finger, is this thing's going to do it, right? And this is on a 3S right now. So really, you just got to work out your connectors, you know, your battery lead and your motor connectors, and you'll need a receiver, transmitter receiver combo. I just double-sided the ESC down to this slider with my receiver there, and then Velcroed the battery onto this side. Man, I'm impressed. For $15, you're not going to beat this ESC. No way. So hopefully I can get some crawling in with this soon. It's been pretty nasty, rainy here. It's Thanksgiving Day. We are getting ready to go eat some turkey. So if you guys are watching this today, I really appreciate you. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Let me know what you think about this cheap little ESC combo. We've got the wheel speed. This is a 3S pack in here, so definitely got the wheel speed. But man, I'm impressed. For a cheap budget system, that little bit of stutter right there, but that's it. I'm not 100% sure what the BEC is on this. I'll try to put it up on the screen. I don't remember. But this is a stock servo. It's doing all the stock servo is going to do, basically. So maybe we'll upgrade the servo and see how it runs a better servo at some point. But for now, you know, I got this Lexus. I really wasn't thinking I was going to do anything with it, because I just really didn't like it, to be honest. But now we've got a good brushless combo in here. Maybe we'll have to start doing some mods to this. So if you guys got one of these, this is definitely worth checking out. This will work in any SCX24, not just this one. Just got to have room to clear this motor, obviously. Besides that, should work in any SCX24. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Peace. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of crawling, and I was going to try to run on the indoor course here, but even on this indoor course, this thing really can't do much. I mean, I've got to take like the easiest possible lines that I can find, because it's just a stock SCX24. It's not going to do a lot. I see videos where people are talking about how great these are, and oh, it does everything on my foam course, which is complete gravy. Come on. Haha, wheel speed, baby. It's worth the money for this combo just to be able to run 3S in these. So this rock is way out of place. Look, like we've been kind of tearing this apart. I'm going to start redoing this course soon, hopefully. So there's like stuff just piled everywhere on it right now. Oh, not going to happen. Nope, you're done for.